Hey there, everybody! Grab your fanny packs, grab your Crocs, because it's time for the Chatterbox. Hey there, everybody! Just want to go ahead and shout out that we do have a giveaway going on since we hit 500 subscribers. A giveaway? What am I talking about? There's 3 giveaways. What?
Holy shit, 3 giveaways. What can they win, Lapo?
They could win a shirt, a potentially perfect mug, or potentially perfect sticker. Go ahead and check those links down in the description. You can enter all 3. You can enter 1. Who cares? I mean, it's free shit. Check that shit out. Woo! And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share it.
Oh boy!
So today is a potentially perfect Chatterbox. In that Steven from Potentially Perfect is joining us today. He's been wanting to do this for a little bit now, so I thought I'd get him in here and we'd talk about some fun stuff and then a little bit more not fun, but I guarantee we'll have a great conversation about it regardless. So, starting off, we are going to play a little game to help us get to know Steven just a little bit better. This one I call Either Horror. You pick between one of the 2 options, one of which dies and is gone forever, and the one will remain as though it has always existed. So you have to save one. So here we go. First off on the list, okay, Martha Stewart or Paula Deen?
I mean, I'm keeping Paula Deen, to be honest, because I don't really know who Martha Stewart is.
You don't know who Martha Stewart is?
I don't, but let me add that I think I would pick her either way, because Paula Deen loves butter almost as much as I do.
Alright, but you remember they both had a little bit of controversy. See, Martha Stewart actually went to jail for tax evasion. Alright? And then Paula Deen got in trouble for saying the N-word like a billion years ago or some shit like that. So,
alright. If I may.
Mm-hmm.
If I may.
Yes,
when
sir.
did she say the N-word?
See, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't like in recent times someone like called her on it because it happened like forever ago or some shit like that.
I might be willing to overlook one N-bomb if it happened in the 20s.
Damn, you snap.
Maybe. All I'm saying is she likes butter.
She does like butter. You know what? You're right. In all honesty, like I would probably pick Paula Deen too. Martha Stewart, like she's cool. She taught me how to, cook a turkey. I really like that. I will never forget that about her.
Right.
Paula Deen just has that cultural stamp.
That butter, y'all.
Yeah, she's an icon. All right, next one. Will Smith or Wesley Snipes?
That's a tough one.
No, you know what? Let's make it even tougher. Will Smith or Morgan Freeman?
We're getting rid of Will Smith, hands down.
What?
Yeah, sorry. Now, when you say get rid of him, does that mean he stops making things? Or
he never existed. So you would have nothing that person was ever associated with.
I wasn't really much of a Will Smith fan, other than, like, Fresh Prince was pretty dope. And other than that, I really didn't watch Will Smith. So I'm going to go ahead and keep Morgan Freeman.
Damn. That was tough, though. If we had kept it as Wesley Snipes, I probably would have kept Will Smith. But now I'm thinking about it, though. Morgan Freeman. I liked Wanted. I liked Wanted a lot.
You know what, though? I would have kept Wesley Snipes, and let me tell you why.
Why?
My favorite scene in the movie Half-Baked is when they go to rip the bong while their friend is in jail, and he says, no Billy Bong Thornton while he's in jail. We'll use Wesley Pipes, and that could never have happened if Wesley Snipes never existed.
You're okay. That is very true. I also like White Man Can't Jump, so there's that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, this one's an easy one. All right. At least I think so. I don't know. BuzzFeed or Fox News?
Oh, that's a hard one, bro. Jesus, that's a hard one. I hate them both. I'm gonna keep Fox News.
Okay.
But
yeah,
the reason I'm keeping Fox News, let me clarify, is not because I like Fox News. But do you remember the Bill O'Reilly freak out video?
Yes.
Comedy gold, and we wouldn't have that. And what is BuzzFeed really?
BuzzFeed, you know BuzzFeed. You know how much they hate men in general. I don't know. I just think BuzzFeed, like, we could do without BuzzFeed.
Alright, yeah, so we're getting rid of BuzzFeed.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. It's a toss-up. That one's pretty... I mean, I was thinking
That
Fox
was a
News,
difficult
but then that manspreading video, I actually watched that again. Almost had an aneurysm. So, you know what? Fuck BuzzFeed.
I don't think I ever saw the mansplaining video.
Oh my god, dude. It is the most bullshit video I have ever seen. Like, have you ever tried...
Is it manspreading or mansplaining?
No, manspreading. Yeah, no. I'll have to show it to you later. It's actually, like, the worst piece of shit on the face of the planet. Okay, here we go. Beer or whiskey?
Ooh. I'm gonna get rid of whiskey, because beer has never, ever, ever done me dirty.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd have to say whiskey too. I can't sip whiskey, and I sure as hell can't shoot it. So there's...
I can sip whiskey, but here's the thing. I can drink beer. I can drink beer until the fucking sun rises, and I will not be drunk to exist.
That's fair. Alright, moving on to the next game here. Thank you so much for that delightful banter. So, we're gonna go on to finish... What the fuck? We're gonna go on to... Can you finish the quote, motherfucker? Alright?
Spoiler alert, I can't.
Alright, so we have 5 movies here. I will name the movie to give you a clue as to what these famous quotes are. All you have to do is get the missing word, and you get the point. So we've got 5 movies here. Just keep that in mind. 5 movies.
Alright. 5 movies.
Number 1, Pulp Fiction. You hear me talking, blank boy. I ain't through with you by a damn sight. I'm gonna get medieval on your ass.
White boy.
I was gonna give you options.
Nah, white boy.
It's not white boy.
Damn it.
No.
That was my nickname.
Alright. So that was Hillbilly Boy. So you were you were 0 for 5 right now.
Alright.
Well, that's not the right odds. It'd be like 0 for 1, and then we'll move it.
0 for 1. Yeah, you didn't even give me options, jackass.
I know. Well, you locked in your answer prematurely. So here we go.
I didn't say I locked in.
This one's from Braveheart. They may take our lives, but they will never take our blank. The options are souls.
I know this one, but give me the options.
Freedom, rights.
Freedom.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Alright, so you were 1 for 2. Okay.
I'm 1 for 1.
You are 1 for 2. Fuck you, you got the Pulp Fiction one wrong.
No, but isn't 1 for 1 like I got 1 right and I got 1 wrong?
No, because the last one is how many there have been total. The first one is how many you got wrong.
Oh, alright, I didn't know that. Alright. Alright, I'm ready.
This one is from The Princess Bride. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya.
Inigo Montoya, you killed my father, prepare to die. Yeah?
Alright, I mean... So you are 2 for 3? Okay.
I like that.
This one's from Indiana Jones. Okay?
Alright.
It's not the blank, honey. It's the mileage. Options are car, years, or size.
I'm gonna go with years.
Final answer?
Final answer, years.
Alright, wonderful. So you are currently 3 for 4. Okay.
Beautiful. Keep
Last
that
one.
Going.
This one is from Silence of the Lambs. Lamb. Silence of the Lamb. Oh god. A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his blank with some fava beans and a nice Chianti? God.
I've seen this. I can hear his voice saying it. Give me the question, the answers.
Heart, liver, flesh.
I think he ate that liver.
Liver? Wonderful.
Yeah.
So you are 4 for 5. Congratulations, sir. I'm going to keep that on record and see if anybody can beat you for later shows. Alright, so we've got to move on to the topics at hand here. Today's first topic is a little fun. I think it's interesting how interestingly people are reacting to this. So Nintendo just dropped a video.
Hold on, can I interrupt you first of all? There is nothing fun about what you're about to say. Continue.
If you know anything about the Nintendo Labo, it is a little construction kit that Nintendo is selling. It's cardboard, and you play select games on the Nintendo Switch, and the way you interact with those games is through, you know, the little constructs that you build and the Joy-Cons and all that good stuff. So, Steven watched the trailer, definitely has some pointed opinions about, about the Nintendo Labo.
I've got some opinions.
Alright, what's going on in your brain right now?
Fuck Nintendo. Like, for real.
What's wrong with the construction paper toys?
How much, first of all, how much are they selling that for? Do you know
yet?
So,
one of them is $80, I think the other one's $70. Something like that. One of them's $80.
I could bake that shit at home, bro, for $80. They're like,
well, you have to realize it's coming with software. It's not just they're selling you cardboard. The bulk of the price is from the software, so it'd be the games.
Yeah, you know what else came with software?
What?
The Wii. Nobody wanted motion controls, and nobody wants to build their goddamn Wii.
Well, you know, hey, see, it's interesting that you say that, because the Wii sold incredibly well. Regardless of what you think of it, it got all those casual people into playing video games. You know, your grandma was talking about it. When you can play a video game and your grandma's talking about it, that should tell you something. Now, you have to realize...
your grandma didn't know what she was doing.
You have to I understand, but Nintendo went out of their way to announce before they dropped the video that this one is specifically for kids. What they're announcing is for kids and for those who like kid shit, you know? And honestly, I think it's so funny how people are getting upset about it. They're like, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever. Why is Nintendo pushing this on people? No, they're selling it to kids. And kids are really excited about it. Kids love this kind of... I loved that kind of shit when I was that age, you know? I got excited about
Legos,
Leapster and shit.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
But I understand it's not for like everybody. This is not for like
money grab. It's a money grab.
It's not. I don't know if it's a money grab per se.
I think they're trying to make lightning strike twice. They were like, "Oh, we pushed out these shitty motion controls nobody wanted, and now we're gonna make them build their own games."
Well, I mean, that's what Mario Paint was. If you think about it, I mean, Mario Paint was, hey, make your own fun. We'll give you the tools to make fun, but you've got to make it fun. And I think
I've never played it.
This one's a little bit more involved though, because the right Joy-Con on the Switch has an IR camera, right? And now I don't know if you noticed during the trailer that you were watching, but the IR camera was picking up like the keys that the people were playing on the piano. So it was interesting how it wasn't even connected to anything, but it was the camera. So I think it's really cool how they can implement these mechanics from the system into this, you know, papercraft kind of thing. And once again, this is for children. I can't emphasize that enough. A lot of people seem to forget that, but it really is. And I don't know. Personally, I'm not excited for it, obviously. But
I hope not, because it looks lame.
But you have to realize that Nintendo stocks shot up 2% over the announcement of this new toy. And they're a toy company. I mean, this is what Nintendo does. They make toys.
Are they a toy company or are they a game company?
Listen, people may say they're a game company who used to make toys. I think they've always been a toy company. The way they want you to interact with your toys, with your games. So think about it. The Nintendo DS. Who the fuck said we wanted 2 screens? But they gave it to us, and they implemented it, and it was one of the most popular things of all time.
The 2 screens made sense. You got a touchscreen down, you got a fucking game screen up top.
Right, but you see what I'm saying? It makes sense now because we had it and we had fun with it. The Wii, they gave you a new way to interact with your games, yet again, with the motion controls. And you may talk shit about...
like that!
Okay, see, you're talking shit, but everybody liked it. They didn't like it for a long time, but they liked it at the beginning. And that's why they sold so many. And that's why Sony went and copied with the PlayStation Move. That's why Xbox went and copied with the Kinect. You know, it's just this idea that when Nintendo innovates, it's just about creating a new way to interface with your games. And then you've got the Switch. Hey, a console game you can take on the go, and even with the Joy-Cons, with the motion controls and the IR camera, they're still innovating. They're still trying to get you to play their games in new and fascinating ways, and that's what draws us to them, and that's why they're still here. You know,
but like that's something we asked for. Who doesn't want to be like, oh shit, I gotta go. I gotta find a save point. Like I gotta do all these things. Just grab it and go. That's something that was smart.
You know,
they came out they came out with motion controls, everybody was like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be cool! Motion controls. I'll get to use my my Wii Mote as a sword or whatever." That's what we kind of thought it was gonna be. It wasn't as good as we thought it was gonna be. Sony was like, "Oh shit, they sold a bunch of them. Let's recreate that." And then that tanked because nobody wanted motion controls. And then Microsoft did it, and then that tanked because nobody wanted motion controls.
But see, here's the thing. I think with that's a whole other discussion. But I want to pinpoint on something on that because with Nintendo, their gimmicks or their innovations, whatever you want to call it, they always go into it full force. They never half-ass it like Sony and Microsoft did. They
Microsoft especially.
Yeah, Microsoft especially. They really wanted you to use the motion controls with the Wii. So what did they do? They packaged a game with the system to, you know, show off the capabilities. Most of their first-party games, most of their first-party games included some sort of motion control gimmick. And so, hey, guess what? This is the system. The system is about motion controls. This is not a system that you can use motion controls for, and we'll give you the option to buy it separately. No, this is the core of the system, and I think that's a thing that really gives them a leg up when they do these things. So, like, literally, if I'm trying to think, maybe if Xbox, let's say Xbox, if Xbox ever tried to come out with a system where you could take your Xbox games on the go, it would never really seem innovative. It would never, no matter what they do, no matter how they improve upon the formula, it would always be, they just stole that shit from Nintendo, you know. And that's the beautiful thing about it, about what Nintendo does. They push the envelope in ways that aren't obvious. Yes, we can keep making graphics better. We can keep, you know, making frame rates smoother or whatever. At the end of the day, they want to make a fun experience, and that's what they do. And a lot of people like to fault them for it. But like I said, they're a toy company. That's what they do. This is their shit.
I just don't think... I hate Nintendo. There, I said it.
No, you don't. You think that. You're wearing a fucking Gengar hat right now. You have a Triforce tattoo on your chest, you fucking liar.
I fucking love Nintendo, but I hate that I love Nintendo.
See, and
they always do this shit. They always...
You shouldn't be ashamed to have fun, and that's the thing. A lot of people want you to feel ashamed for having fun.
I just don't think... I hate Nintendo. There, I said it.
No, you don't. You think that. You're wearing a fucking Gengar hat right now. You have a Triforce tattoo on your chest, you fucking liar.
I fucking love Nintendo, but I hate that I love Nintendo.
See, and
they always do this shit. They always...
You shouldn't be ashamed to have fun, and that's the thing. A lot of people want you to feel ashamed for having fun,
but it wasn't fun. Do you remember Wii Sports? Wii Sports was fun. Wii Sports was fun when you had 16 people, and it's like, all right, we're gonna have a tennis. It's not fun to. I don't want to fucking sit at home by myself batting tennis balls. With
well, of course not. But you do want to stay at home by yourself playing Super Mario Galaxy. You want to stay home by yourself playing Skyward Sword and Ocarina.
But I don't want to have to move my arms.
You're right. I understand that the mandatory aspects of it this is not to avoid, ignore any downfalls that Nintendo does have. Yes, they do have problems. They're really locked in their older ways, and yeah, that sucks sometimes as being a Nintendo fan. But I'm also a Sony fan, and I see they fuck up too. Everybody fucks up, but everybody has something that really drew us to their console in the first place. So
that's right.
I think that Nintendo's here to stay. They're not going away anytime soon. It's
Thank God.
So now we're going to move on to the last subject of this video.
Oh boy.
Yep. So we're going to talk about Quantic Dreams. Do you want to head up this one?
I mean, Quantic Dreams, which I am a fan of. I was a fan, and I'm gonna stay on that. I'm gonna say I am a fan currently, regardless of what just happened. They are in a little bit of a pickle. Apparently, there is some questionable workplace antics going on over there, kind of like a boys' club situation, and also, I don't even know what they did wrong, bro.
They, as a company, didn't do anything wrong. It was one guy.
No, it's two guys. One of them apparently was making unwanted sexual advances, but he denies it. So I don't know what.
But aren't there pictures and videos or something like that?
Yeah, that's the bigger thing. Is a data miner went in and he found like a bunch of Photoshop pictures of like different employees in the office. I didn't get like specifics. There weren't any specifics that I could find. Like I couldn't see the pictures or anything, but supposedly they were like homophobic. They were doing probably gay sex with little and stuff in them. Some of them were made up to look like Nazis. You know, workplace stuff.
Yeah. See, it's the stuff that nobody's supposed to see. That's the stuff that will get you in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, so I guess the biggest question is right now is how do you think this is going to affect the studio? Like, how do you think Detroit is going to be affected by this?
Well, people are upset about Detroit, but for completely different reasons. When they opened the trailer, when they showed the trailer of the game, they were trying to show how you can affect the outcome of what happens, as they normally do in their games. Like, what you do directly affects what's going to happen later in the game. They chose to open with a scene where I believe it's like a family type deal, and the father's going apeshit on this little girl and ends up killing her, and then they just drop the lifeless body on the bed, and the father Todd goes like, this is your guy's fault. And then they show a different ending. I didn't get what the other ending was.
Right,
but yeah, that's basically, they're saying that they're normalizing child abuse is what's going on there.
No, I get that point of view. What I mean is, like, people are upset because some people are saying, oh, this is going to affect how people perceive the game. This is going to like affect, fan reception of the game. And I personally, if we're just going to go ahead into the topic here, personally, I think that yes, higher ups, no matter what you do, will affect the perception of your company. The higher up you are, the more it's going to affect the perception of your company. So when someone who's super important to a development studio like this, regardless of, whether or not it's true, I don't want to say this. See, that's the whole thing. Like, because right now there's still allegations, and so we're still at a point right now where it's he said, she said, but once again, there's those pictures, so I don't know, and it's just... No matter
well, let me ask you this. Let he who has never drawn a Hitler mustache on their boss cast the first stone.
I mean, I'm talking specifically about the sexual allegations here. It's gross and it sucks, but at the same time, there are hundreds of people. No, I don't want to say hundreds. I don't know how many people are part of that development studio, but there are dozens of people, most likely, who are going to be affected by it if the game doesn't sell. And I'm sure it still probably will. Most people actually aren't even aware that this is going on. I would call, like, our circle of gamers like the conscious minority on this.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't even, honestly, I didn't know until you told me this morning. You're like, hey, Google what's going on at Quantic Dreams.
Yeah, and so it's that kind of thing where people are making a discussion about it on places like Reddit and all this stuff about how, oh, I'm not gonna buy this game because, this guy's fucking creep and all that stuff. Okay, that's wonderful, but I still think the majority of people are going to, play and check out this game. I don't think this is going to affect it in any regard. Personally, I didn't want to play the game in the first place. That game was stupid. If I want to watch a movie, I'll watch a movie. I don't think that interactive movies should be video games. That's just my personal thing. I think that's really, really dumb, but then at the same time, I'm one of those people who really likes Telltale, so I don't know. I don't know.
I kind of like the genre. I like the genre just because it's like, it's easy. Like, if I want to sit down and play video games with my fiance, I'm not gonna fucking pop in Call of Duty, fucking World at War, and be like, all right, we're playing online. Just dive in.
No, and that's right. And there's definitely a demographic for it, and that's why I think it's actually a pretty starved demographic, to be honest. I don't think there's a lot of like super high quality interactive movie type games out there. Outside of Telltale, of course, but once again, like, even with that just proves my point that it's really underfed, and I think the more for that genre, the better it's going to help it, grow. And since this is such a high-profile game, especially for PlayStation as a whole, I think it would be ridiculous for them to like pull advertisements and stuff like that over what a few people did. That's ridiculous. Yeah,
but it's not even a few people. It's the founder and co-founder.
Right, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
like
It's
the
just,
two people.
yeah, and it's going to reflect negatively. Of course, it's going to reflect negatively.
Like, I could see it being a few people. Oh, we're not going to pull funding for a few people if a few people is like the dude that does the ads and like the dude that does the social media. Like, yeah, don't pull funding because of them. But like, this is the head honchos.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tough situation, but I think that Sony has put so much money into, you know, just publicizing this game that right now, I mean, they have to sell it. It has to sell well. That would suck if that was a flop. I mean, it's. Do you? So my next question to you would be: do you think this is a career killer?
A career killer? I don't think so. Unless it will be a career killer if they come out with definitive proof that some shady shit was happening.
Right.
Like if they fucking bug the office, and then the next thing you know, you got the founder on tape saying something racist or saying something like just grabbing a girl's ass or something, then it becomes a career killer, I think.
So, what line would you draw? Where does the line have to be drawn for you to say I'm not going to purchase a game? Like, let's say Halo 6 is coming out, right? You got the brand new Xbox One X. You're so ready. You pre-ordered this shit, right? Where does the line become drawn where you say I won't pick up this game?
Microtransactions.
I'm talking about nefarious activities. I'm talking like if like allegations were made against you know, the head designers or just maybe somebody at Microsoft as a whole. Where would you?
All right. I don't know where that line is. I mean, I definitely wouldn't buy a game from like an open racist. Which they said that the dude was making racial like racial slurs. Namely, they had a video where like a dude was stealing something and he was caught on tape, and the what's the guy? The founder, I don't remember his name, but regardless, he was like, he leaned over and said, "Hey, like, is that your cousin from Tunisia or something?" And I'm like, I don't even know where that place is. Like, I don't know that that's a racist comment. I don't know. It's a very specific race if it is, like, or ethnicity. So I digress. I don't even know where the line is, man.
See, it's one of those weird things for me personally. I think that it depends, number one, what the allegations were made for.
Yeah, I'd have to know who's making them. I'd have to know what they were.
Yeah, because I can't just hear, oh, there were allegations made about sexual misconduct. Okay, well, what the fuck were the if I'm just being honest, what was the sexual misconduct? Number one, if it was based on sexual misconduct. But I have to also know where that person lies within the company, because there are so many people who make video games in these development teams. Like, it can go up to like hundreds of people, and I don't understand why they should suffer and why their art craft should be lost completely just because, you know, one person or two people, even like in the case of Quantic, you know, fucked up. So for me, it's the severity, which sounds kind of fucked up, but come on, let's be real here. The severity and you know, the team.
Because I definitely agree with you. Like, if the whole team is running around and it's just like a gang of fucking sexual predators, then yeah, I'm not buying your game. But again, if you tell me like the dude in charge of Instagram advertising is like a sexual deviant, I'm like, all right, well, fuck that guy. He's a piece of shit. I'll probably buy the game.
So thank you so much, guys, for joining us here. Thank you, Stephen, for that wonderful conversation we just had. If you want to find us on social media, where can they find us, Stephen, since you're the head of that nonsense?
They can find us at Get Good Gaming US on Instagram. Oh, fuck me! We're not even that anymore.
See, I told you guys, it still happens to this day.
We still in my fucking heart. In my heart, it's fucking... Oh, shit. I should know this. I'm in charge of it.
On Twitter, we are PoPerfUS. And I think we're just potentially perfect on
Potentially perfect US.
US on Instagram.
Potentially perfect US.
So yeah, make sure to check us out there, see all our goings on and our funny little tweets and Instagram posts. And yeah, so I think that's
Thank you. Let me just say thank you for doing this, for opening the eyes of the world.
They need to know. They need to get woke.
You know, video games are not just all fucking fun and games, you know, we're not just saving princesses here. There's shit happening.
Remember when it was just fun and games? God. Ugh.
That was so long ago.
So long ago. Man, good times.